Hello, welcome to my easing your back pain with a chocolate orange session. Okay, so first of all, 2 disclaimers. The first one is, if you have any pre-existing conditions where you've been told you shouldn't do any spinal flexion or rotation, please heed that advice. Number 2, there are other chocolates available, or you could use a real orange. This just happens to be spherical and it's quite handy. Okay, so this class can be done, or session can be done while you're sat at your desk. Just create some space. Settle down into that lovely aligned position, so the knees are in line with the hips, sitting on my sitting bones, pelvis in neutral, spine stacked beautifully, ears actively away from the shoulders, and we'll start with some shoulder circles using our sphere. I'm going to pop it in this hand, elbow pointing up towards the ceiling. Here we go. So I'm doing 7 more, and 6, and 5. And 4, lovely, draw back into those shoulders, 3, and 2, and 1. Change to the other side, catching your sphere, 8, 7. So really draw back those shoulders, open up the chest, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fabulous. Okay, drop those shoulders down away from the ears. Place the sphere, chocolate orange, in between the palms. Bring those elbows up to shoulder level. We're going to keep our hips facing forward, so thinking about getting some thoracic rotation, so moving the upper body. Breathe in. Drive the elbows round to this side. Keep those hips facing forward. Come back to centre and round to the other side. Lovely, so this is where we start getting into that spinal rotation. And then back to centre. And you can follow the movement of the elbows with your gaze to get a little bit of movement into the neck as well. And it can be as big or as small as you want it to be. Remember to listen to your body. Do what's good for you today. And maybe don't press into your orange too much in case it melts. And then come back to centre, dropping the sphere down in front of you. Moving on to some arm floats. I'm going to take the sphere, orange, out in front of me. Then with this arm, I'm going to take it out wide, and I'm really thinking about floating the arm within the shoulder socket, keeping those shoulders away from the ears and floating the arm out and back to centre. And out, back to centre. Lovely, let's change sides. And out, back to centre. Out, back to centre. Lovely. Pop the sphere down by the side of you. Now I'm going to take the chocolate orange overhead and scoop underneath into what I call a nice comma shape with a little bit of a lean over to this side. I'm going to do 6 on this side and 6 on that side. So really lift up the orange above your head and a little bit of a lean and come back to centre. So this is where we start to use the core as our brakes. So 4 more, and really drive into that engagement in the tummy, and 2, and 1, and you guessed it, we're going to switch over this side, like so, 6 on this side, here we go, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Smashing, come back to centre. Moving on to our next move, we're going to do our VW arms. So let's take the chocolate orange above our head. We're going to bend the elbows and draw the shoulder blades back, and imagine you're squeezing an imaginary piece of plasticine between the shoulder blades. Here we go. So squeezing back and down. Excellent. 5 more. Of course, keeping the core engaged at all times. Let's switch the chocolate orange over. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Smashing. Come back to centre. Right, let's get these feet involved now. I'm going to do a figure 4 stretch. So I'm going to take this leg, take the outer ankle and pop it over the other leg. So I'm keeping this leg straight, this one in a nice angle, opening up the hips. Still making sure that the core is engaged, shoulders away from your ears, and we'll add in an arm float here. I'm going to hold the orange here and take this arm out wide for 4, and then we'll switch over to the other side. Here we go, and 4. So actively floating the arm within the shoulder socket. 2 more. And then we'll switch the arms and the legs over. So this can be done at any time. You know, if you're on the sofa watching TV, again, oh, I didn't switch my orange over, hang on, there we go. 2 more. 1 more. Lovely, let's do that again. So that side, opening up into that hip socket. And you know, if this isn't comfortable for your knees, by all means leave it out and just continue with the arm float. Here we go, and because this position isn't always comfortable for everybody's knees. And let's change to the other side. So outer ankle crossing over the other leg, and keep those shoulders away from your ears. 4, go. 4 arm floats. And 1. Lovely. Okay. Moving on to some nice seated piriformis stretches. I'm going to take this leg and cross it over this leg. I'm going to take the opposite hand, just catch the outside of that knee, just so we get a bit of a stretch into the piriformis here. Lift up the chest, take the orange, take it out wide. Nice little bit of spinal rotation. Keep the chest lifted, watch it doesn't slump. Hold it there. Really nice spinal rotation. Bring the arm back to centre, unlock the legs, switch over to the other side. So opposite hand catches the outside of that knee, lift up the chest, a little bit of stretch into the piriformis, taking your orange, taking the arm out wide. So nice stretch through the chest, follow the gaze to the chocolate orange. Bring the arm back to centre, unlock those legs, drop the shoulders down away from your ears. Fabulous. So, with our orange, realign the legs, sit upright, still make sure that you've got that engaged core. With our orange, we're going to take it up to that back corner, and then we'll do the other side like so. So lift up, a little bit of spinal rotation, come back to centre. Lovely. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. You guessed it, we're changing to the other side. So that back corner, here we go. 6. So we're keeping the hips facing forward. A little bit of spinal rotation, drawing back into those shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. So still sitting on your sitting bones, keeping that spine nicely aligned. I'm going to take the arms out wide, a little bit more spinal rotation now. With the chocolate orange on this side, I'm going to take this chocolate orange round that way for 4, and then swap it over and do 4 on the other side. So hips facing forward, breathing in, breathing out as you rotate. Come back to centre. Remember to listen to your body. Only go as far. Is this comfortable for you? 2 more. And 1 more. Switch the orange over to the other side. 4 on this side. Here we go. So this is particularly good if you've neck pain from sitting in front of the computer for long periods. Lovely. Now, lastly, my favourite of all, I'm going to pop this hand here, and there's a gap here. So we're going to do a seated threading the needle with our orange. So we're going to tuck that arm down, drop the shoulder down towards the thighs. So you've got a nice shoulder stretch, a little bit of spinal rotation. And then when I lift up, I'm going to take this arm out, taking the chest wide. Brilliant. I'm going to repeat that twice more so that we do 3 on each side. And then take it wide. 1 more. So really take that shoulder down towards the thighs. And taking that arm up wide. Let's switch over to the other side. So thread the orange through the gap, drop that shoulder down onto the lap, and then come up and take it up into that back corner, and again. It's a nice bit of spinal rotations, shoulder stretches. And then come back to centre, and we'll finish with some shoulder circles. So we'll do 4 on this side, 4 on that side. Here we go. So 4, 3, 2, don't worry if it feels crooked, keep going. And again, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fabulous. Come back to centre. Brilliant. Hope you enjoyed. A little bit of a funny, oh gosh, what do I say there? Hope you enjoyed the session, so you can keep that going all through the holiday period. When you're sat down for long periods on the sofa, watching telly, whatever it is you're doing. It's a great one for getting that spine moving, chest opened, and a little bit of shoulder work as well. Fabulous. Thanks very much. See you again. Bye.